All right, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 7:07 a.m. Not Z. Oh, God. Just going to go through a quick little attendance. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 7:07. Yeah.
Sorry.
Scary.
Yeah. I'm here. Cloud.
Here.
Harper.
Here.
Oliver.
Yes, it is.
Oliver is not going to make it today.
It's all right.
He did call.
Awesome. Maddie.
Here.
Jackson.
Here.
May.
Here.
Cassie. There we are. Amanda.
Like Kansas City.
Okay.
Here.
All right. And then Steve.
Here.
I think I forgot you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
What's your name?
Serena.
I knew I was missing something. I'm looking over this, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Review the previous meeting's minutes. Vote to confirm. Who's the secretary? I think you are at the moment.
Me?
Temporarily, yeah.
Oh.
What did we do last meeting?
What did we do?
Because I got no idea.
Let me just look back at my notes here.
Syrena.
Okay. Well, I don't have the official meeting minutes on my phone, but so last meeting we talked about the DC presentation that I needed to add more stuff. Fort Collins has not gotten back to me yet. And I've already got the cost. So, I don't know. We'll go over that when we need to go over that. Emailed Christian about the two-factor authentication. Got that all figured out. Have all that. So if someone needs to access it, like there isn't it doesn't go to just my phone. We have like a pass key for other people to use. And we decided to keep meetings at 7 a.m. until more input, and I'm the new port liaison. And then a teen activity page.
Yay.
And we adjourned. That was it.
Adjourned?
Harper joined late.
Adjourned.
Adjourned?
Not adjoined.
No, adjourned. I said adjourned.
You said adjourned.
No, I didn't.
All right.
Mama,
All right.
where'd you hear?
I vote to confirm. Does anybody second? We have a second. I do not happen to see public. Oh. So yeah. New member orientation. So let's go down the table, introduce ourselves. I will start. I'm Joe Ronke. I'm the chair of this thing here.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
hi. Okay. Hi, I'm Cloud. I'm the co-chair.
I'm Harper. I'm the treasurer. I'm Maddie. I'm new here.
Jackson, I'm also new here.
I'm Serena. I'm also new.
And I'm May. I'm on the town board.
Steve, I'm the operations manager.
Amanda Gustafson. I'm the director of recreation.
Awesome. We're going to do a few little icebreaker questions here. So first question, what is the best dish you can cook? I'll open it up to whoever wants to start first.
Loki, I think I could cook a fire mac and cheese.
Fire mac and cheese.
Fire mac and cheese.
I done some really
A
good mac
really,
and
a
cheese.
really good mac and cheese. Fire means good.
I see.
It's slang, Mom.
Yeah. Get up with the times. I could probably cook. Let's see. I gotta really think. Something good.
Oh, awesome. It's so good.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I guess I can make applesauce from the apple.
I can make like this sweet and sour like stuffed mushroom thing. It's so good.
Oh,
Wow.
that sounds.
It's actually really easy.
Sounds amazing. My family likes when I make baked salmon and asparagus.
Oh, salmon.
I can make really good like breakfast food.
Pancakes?
Yes. That's good any time of day.
I make really good lasagna.
Lasagna.
Ooh.
I
next level.
guess the only one that I would say that I've been really good at that hasn't come from a box was jambalaya. It was the jambalaya I made.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was
Fancy.
really good.
Ooh. You guys got.
Oh, I'm a pretty good barbecuer.
I can see
Of
that.
all
Heck
meats.
yeah.
I'm your pickiest eater, so I don't like fish. I don't like tomatoes, mushrooms. Like, I'm your meat and potato girl. So that's what I make.
Two.
I love it.
Meat and potatoes is what I eat.
We got a fast one. Cats or dogs? If you had to choose one, I would start with cats.
Kitties.
Kittens. Say cats.
A dog.
Cats, probably.
Cats for me.
Dog.
Awesome.
Cat, all right.
Fascinating.
All right. And for the final one, oh no, there's a spider in your house. What do? You know, if I'm doing something, I'll chill with him for a while. But then I'll take care of him. You know.
So, if it would have been like a few years ago, I would have said burn the house down. But now I kind of just leave them be. And if they're on my floor, I kindly relocate them to my wall, and then let them catch the mosquitoes that come into my room. I know, but you kill the ones in my bathroom. Mike does, but my point still stands. The ones in my bathroom do not get very far.
Next.
Yeah, I usually chill with them if they're in other parts of the house because, like, I'd rather have spiders than mosquitoes. But if they're in, like, my bathroom or bedroom, then I'm putting them in a cup and I'm chucking that thing outside. I would probably start crying. I don't really like spiders. I would probably move out too.
I'll like take paper towel, pick it up, and just set it outside.
In the case of Stuco, when you have something that looks eerily similar to a mud wasp, you put a cup on it, let it to the two boys in the class take care of it, and yeet it outside like it's a freaking live grenade.
What is a mud wasp?
I don't know.
Gonna sound really morbid compared to all your answers, but I don't want to touch it, so I vacuum it up. Like, it sounds really bad, but it works.
All right.
I've done that. If I don't want to get close to it and I have the long pole, I'll like vacuum it and then hope it dies in the vacuum. But yeah, I have pretty much a deadly fear of spiders, except I have kids that I feel like I had to protect them from the evil spiders, and so I had to be brave and find different ways to kill them. I've used hairspray
Oh.
and vacuums
Okay.
and water, all the things you can imagine. It's my weakness.
Have you ever tried to like put one down the drain and it just would not?
Yes.
Oh, they spawn in my bathtub all the time. So, like, I just and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shower, and if you pop back up, I'm going to scream.
I'm smashing it with the closest thing around.
They don't really bother me, but when I hear my girls scream, I know I gotta go down and either find them or kill them or move them, whatever. They don't scare me.
Yeah.
If they're in the house, if somebody else is in the rooms and will relocate them, they're lucky. Otherwise, they don't make it. If they're outside,
So the next point I have here is just some bylaw points. Can you bring those up at all on the drive?
See how fast I do that.
If not, I can just read them off. I can figure out how to get to them. Oh, there's the bylaws. But it is.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had more than 2.
Life goals. I think we should pack the room someday.
Yeah. Someday.
Usually, though, when the town board's packed, it's not a good reason. So
No,
maybe
it's not.
maybe we shouldn't do it for positive things. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll just read them off here. The ones I just wanted to bring up were Article 2. One thing I did notice, though, is that according to this, we can have 10 members.
Where would you fit 10 members?
We don't ask questions.
Chairs behind us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. Wow.
It's exciting.
Trying to find the points that I wanted to bring up. Oh, come on. I had this all ready to go, and then I don't. Aha! I wanted to do the attendance part. We're kind of loose on that, but like, if you're gonna be gone for whatever reason, just let us know. We'll get you guys into our band, which is like communication stuff and
yeah.
whatnot.
We gotta get you guys onto our band.
But according to this, except in cases of determined by the commission, if you miss 2 consecutive meetings or 25% of all regular meetings in a 12-month period, you may be removed from the commission. We haven't had to do that yet. If you're gonna be gone, let us know. We'll work around you. Members are required to attend 50% of all commission activities, community meetings, community service, and teen events. And I think that's pretty much it. Just be here or be square. We need I put this in notes for next meeting, but we need to go over the bylaws as there is conflicting points. Like some will say this, but then the others will say that.
Are
I
you
just think we
reading
need
off the new bylaws?
I sure hope so. It's the one in the Google Drive.
Yeah, it would have
know if you-
shifted when we changed
I don't know if you have the new one.
dates
I'm not
and
sure. But that's why we got to make sure.
Yeah.
Yep, because, There is that point done.
Zoe was supposed to put them in, but I don't know if she ever did.
perhaps could we email those out to everybody so we could all be refreshed on them?
Yes.
That'd be good.
Available board positions. So we got a few different positions on here. You might have heard us call some of them out. So we got the chair, co-chair, treasurer, and secretary, I believe.
I am the fill-in secretary.
Yes. So this will be fun. Would any of you like to be the secretary? The secretary takes notes of what we do during the meeting and brings them up at the next meeting to make sure we.
The secretary also will make a new copy of the agenda and we'll name it the minutes. And then whatever we talk about in the meeting will go on there, and then they'll upload it to the Google Drive under the minutes folder.
Yep.
Yeah, and I do have a new sheet to follow, so that way we get all
heck
the
yeah.
points made, and it's it's a good document to follow on what we
Alright.
need and what we go over, and so everything is put on there so we don't forget anything, and it's a document that is consistent every month. And then that also goes to the administration on what we discuss, so it's a good document for them as well. So I will share that with the group as well.
All right. So, would any of our new members like to fill the secretary position?
I can do that.
Do we have any opposition to go against them? Well, I vote to confirm. Does anybody second? We have a second. Jackson will become our new secretary. All right. I know we've talked about, because we're trying to branch out, that's the word, our social media presence. And we had talked about making a potential social media person. What does that look for?
It was so. We got Instagram, and that's it. I tried to make a Facebook, and Facebook was like, no. So there's no Facebook, and I don't know how to make a YouTube one because you can't use a birthday account on YouTube. It has to be a Gmail account. So I'm not really sure what to do. So we have Instagram. And that's like it.
With Facebook, you have to be 18, which is they have these weird new
Yeah,
regulations, and
I
they
put
won't
the-
let you
I put
in.
the age
So I
as
think-
over 18.
I think one of the adults could make a page and then make someone an admin. No, that you'd still have to be 18. Dang it. Well, what we could do is if someone's running Instagram and has posts, we could share it to a Facebook page.
Okay.
So staff or I or one of the adults who has Facebook could push it, or even the town of Berthoud could push it to whatever's there. So if Instagram's clean and streamlined, then we just duplicate it and push it on Facebook too.
Okay.
But yes, I think that's an important role that we establish.
So how do we go about making this new position?
Make it a new position?
Well, like for like the social media, like just to have a dedicated social media like position in here to run the social media, so it doesn't like fall onto one of us two chair and co-chair,
I don't know if you need to necessarily make it a position, but
or just have it
somebody
like an
can-
assigned task.
Yeah, you can make it an assigned task.
Yeah. And make it like a role instead of a whole new position.
All right.
Right, but they can do it on Instagram, and the town can share it.
What?
Should we wait for Ollie?
I probably should.
If I
So-
remember right, it was maybe both of you or one of you had mentioned social media in your interview as something that you were interested in. I can't remember.
I do a little
Did
bit
you?
of social media marketing, but I haven't gotten
Okay.
into that for a while.
Okay. And then Maddie, did you have any interest in social media?
Yeah, I can help out. I was in Stuco last year and I did that for my.
And it's even something you guys could maybe work together on and brainstorm and come up with ideas. And it's always good to have second eyes on things that are getting posted too. So maybe that could be a shared opportunity.
So let's go ahead and wait until Oliver's here to figure that out. Just then we can. For our new members, do you have any questions for us?
I feel like I'll have some later, probably.
Yeah. So feel free to ask. Feel free to speak up at any time while we're talking about stuff. This is not like you gotta ask. You just gotta speak up. And from us existing members to the new members. Any questions?
I have a question for you, Joe and Cloud and Harper. What is your, can you share with them what the mission of Youth Advisory is? Do we have a mission statement or a vision statement?
That is one of our points that we need to cover at next meeting, because
Okay.
these are still our 2024 goals on the agenda.
Okay.
These are still our 2020.
It wasn't
You
something
still
that
have a
I,
mission, though.
What?
You still have a mission on your bylaws.
We do, yeah. What is it?
That part? Oh, on the
No,
bylaws.
those are goals. Hold on.
I guess it's called the purpose in section 1.2. It is the BYAC is established for the purpose of providing a platform for youth to learn about civic engagement, create opportunities in our community for youth, and hopes to have fun and make the world a better place. I think what you're probably asking is about our 2025/3 months in advance goals.
well, I think
Wait,
it's
because
important
technically our
to
year
read
is going till
till-
May.
till May. Yeah.
So
I think it's good to read the purpose statement and then when we get to the maybe family team barbecue or something, that might be a good opportunity for you guys to discuss a 2025 26 mission statement, vision statement for this calendar year, because it can change year to year. So kind of based on that purpose, how can you apply that in this calendar year, in this school year?
yeah.
And can you remind us, do you need to leave at 8 o'clock today?
Preferably closer to 45 or 50.
Okay. And so just trying to keep things
Yep.
speedy.
That is what we're doing. We're almost halfway through.
Okay.
So,
Does anyone else have time constraints?
well, yeah. So I believe
all-
we've.
And I just want to remind everybody that it's also good to take a look at your website page and look at the overview, the commission responsibilities, and just remind yourself of what we've been striving for over the years. You know, the overview of the commission, the first couple goals that we have always strived for is to empower young minds through local opportunities and community support, and then provide the town of Berthoud insight and access to new ideas from unheard voices about important issues facing our community. So that's what your importance is here, is to make sure that you guys voice your voices to May so she can take those to the board. So that's why you're this advisory committee. Okay.
And
then we can talk about new goals as we get going. Sorry.
No, thank you. That was perfect. And it's important to be engaged with your peers and asking them questions about things going on in town or things that are important to you so that you could bring that to these meetings and let me know, and I will take it directly back to the board and let them know what the youth is, either needing or thinking about projects we're working on and that type of thing. So the board really values the youth's voice and input on all the decisions we're making.
Yippee.
Go for it, Joe.
And before you all leave today, the newer members, if you could please stop by with Steve and I, we can get your information and we'll make sure that we have it all correct and get you guys up here on the website, especially Jackson. Make sure that your secretary gets up here, and then the rest of the members, your information, just so we can put it up here if you're okay with that.
Moving on to the next point. For us three, I don't know what we're on, but a few weeks ago I had the idea, as I was reading through the Berthoud Weekly Surveyor. In case you did not know, that is the town's newspaper. In there they have a little segment about what the town board discussed that week, or whatever. I don't know. And I feel like recently, like that part where we do like the like other meetings reports for like the town, I feel like those parts often get shoved down to like non-important roles. So I feel like does anybody here get the Berthoud Weekly Surveyor? All right. The idea I had is, because I know we might not all get it, but like I can like kind of put in key points or whatnot of that week's thing into the band once everybody's in there, and then you can go over it, think about what you think about it and whatnot, and then we can bring it back to May to give what we think to her to better fit that advisory role.
I love that, Joe, because it helps. If I present it to you now, you don't have time to think about it and tell me. So knowing ahead of time kind of what's going on and then being prepared to share with me, that helps a lot. And even if you want to like take a cell phone picture of the article and people could zoom in and read it too, that would be awesome. Oh, nice.
Oh, that would be nice.
I think that would be great. And even to know current events. If you have thoughts on current events in Berthoud, like, hey, why are businesses doing that? Those are a lot of things that I know about too that we can talk about and advocate for.
I know they have a calendar section in there, and I don't think we're on there. They have like the other town stuff. What?
Yeah, you're on the calendar.
It is? I just never noticed. All right.
Which when we
That is
change
good to
our
know.
meeting dates, we need to make sure that we let them know, and I'll
They
try
can
and be
change
better
it.
about that. That's why when we change our agendas and stuff, I have to get that over to those folks too.
Yep.
So.
That is my bad for having the meeting delayed. I just Whew.
It happens.
We're on the backside. This is progress. This is your
So before we move to that too, I had an idea. Let me just give the idea, and then you guys can kind of think about it and decide for next time. One of the things I thought might be beneficial, not only to have your voice heard, with the board of trustees, but also to learn the formal process and have more engagement with the board, is that maybe there's a rotating schedule where somebody attends the board meeting. There's usually two a month. We do attend sometimes because you're with us and not because it's.
I attend them in general.
I know you do, but everybody should have, in my opinion, an opportunity to attend those meetings to either
That's a good idea.
So think about that. And,
Mhm.
you know, that was just a suggestion I had.
I'll throw that into the next meeting stuff. That was all supposed to be this meeting, but I'm like, there's no way we're doing that all.
Yeah, I know. There's lots.
All right.
Okay, so the presentation, there's a lot of stuff that I'm still missing, so I can't exactly finish it. Steve, is that something that you're able to pull up? The presentation, so we can show the new members what.
Tested me with all my where I put everything.
Gotta be ready, Steve.
Yeah.
So Fort Collins hasn't gotten back to me yet, and I mean we don't necessarily because I emailed Fort Collins about like what they got out of it, what they did, and stuff like that, and that's one of the things that Steve wanted me to add to it. I technically have all the costs. I have the estimated range cost for both hotels and flight costs. But I guess I do need to get like, should I go in deeper like food and transportation and stuff, or should I just have the flights and
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you have the conference costs?
No, those don't come out until November.
Okay. So I think we just need to put those in, and then
Mhm.
we'll
Yeah.
look up the per diem costs.
Mhm.
So you don't need to worry about that.
Transportation costs, to be completely honest, since it's DC, I would recommend that we take a look at what public transportation. Subway, everything is so interconnected, even from the airport. You can take a train, or it's a train, not a subway. You take the train in. We obviously don't have those services here, so I'm like mixing up my words. And so it'd be like maybe getting a couple of day passes or something, so that would be more. And then everything is usually covered from those things. So in terms of transportation.
So while we're waiting on that, I'd say we would ideally, because we got to present this to the board, right?
We do, and I feel like that would be sometime
December,
in November.
November.
After the costs come out, then we look at the next board meeting.
Yes, and budget. Gosh, budget's probably like right now. So, honestly, I think general numbers for, and if we could check with Christian on when budget's coming back to us, maybe, and it would be good to have that general number for approval for that. I'm sure, even if it's just a ballpark range.
Yeah.
I know we already approved a certain amount last year, and so I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think we need to get into all the nuts and bolts for that. Just the general idea of how much we think it's going to cost. And we can probably look up numbers for registration from last year as a guide. But I think just with general budgeting, that's all we'll need for that. That's just my 2 cents.
I know that there's still stuff that I need to fill out, and that's what I will be working on. But the rest of it, again, registration I won't be able to get until November unless we try and look like. We also need to see who else is eligible to go on the trip now that we have new members, and who's able to go and who's able to not go.
Give them a brief summary.
Why we're asking the board for the budget.
Okay, so this presentation is going over the National League of Cities, which is a conference in Washington, D.C. About government. No. It's about government stuff, so, like, if you want to go more into government, like, they talk about networking and leadership and all the necessary things. I'm terrible with comprehension. And so, as a government-related board, commission, we should go. We should go. I don't even remember why we wanted to go in the first place.
When is it?
It is spring break in March of 2026. So that is the 14th through we would go March 14th through the 18th. Because there's pre-conferences on the 14th and the 15th as well that I thought we could go to, but we also have extra days to like do government-related activities and probably go to the Holocaust Museum. I didn't say that. But to have more time to do other activities and to see more things instead of just there for government. I'm gonna try fish. I'm gonna take a picture of me eating fish and I'm gonna send it to you, Mama, being like 10 out of 10 or whatever rating.
And so you can do it, though I don't recommend flying super early in the morning to come sliding right into the conference. So I'd always recommend traveling like the afternoon before.
Yeah, I was thinking about the 13th.
Yeah, so probably would fly on the 13th. And then depending on when the conference time ends, you can catch a later night flight home. But that also means that you can drive back from the DIA
Mhm.
in the evening. So it might be one of those you fly out early next morning. But keep that in mind with costs. If you fly out the next morning, you have to pay for another night at the hotel.
Yep.
So just things to consider in terms of
Yeah,
when you're doing traveling DC
I-
2 hours ahead of time.
I did 5 days. I estimated for 5 days. I know we won't take the 5 days, but that's just like. Well, because if you're flying in through the 13th. Let's see, the 6th.
Well, and just I plan to chaperone, and I can only do 3 nights, like
That's
just
fine.
maximum away from little ones.
Okay.
So I'd probably do 15, 16, and 17, since 16 and 17 are main conference dates. So I plan to be there with you guys, but I have to kind of work around my family as well. And so I think, maybe having those conversations with your family too, look at the dates online.
My
we could s-
dad, who has done many of like school trips, said he would be interested in going if like the dates align.
Awesome.
Oh, heck yeah.
And so what I would recommend, Cloud, could we send out the conference information to these guys and they can make sure that they talk to their families and figure out what dates they're available and how that's going to work for their schedules now. And
Should I like send them the website?
yeah, there's got to be some type of handout.
Okay. Okay.
And one other little snippet on that Sunday, the 22nd, the Avs happened to play the Capitals in Washington.
Wow, you might want to stay extra. That'd be good.
Just throwing it out there. Sounds like the plan. Sounds like we have some stuff to do on that. But we gotta keep this moving. I know. There we are. I know, May, you had brought up like barbecue stuff, and I feel like being that we're getting into October, we should probably talk about that before it gets too cold.
Or maybe something indoors. But I wonder if before you have to leave, we should talk about setting the permanent date and time for meetings. Because that seems, and Oliver's not here, so that may make it challenging. But I do think we want to poll kind of the board to see, or the commission to see who, if there's a better availability for meetings or if this works the best and go from there.
Yes. So going off of that, do we have any other like good times of day that would work?
This is like the best time
The
that
best,
I have for first semester and second semester.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
I know it's early, but like
Unless we wanted to do like Sunday or Saturday.
I don't think this place is open on Saturday or Sunday.
The rec center is. We could. I mean, we like having them here though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
we
wanna go
probably
back to
should
the rec
keep
center.
them here at this time. First Wednesday.
And how about the new members? Is there a time that might be better for you? Is this time difficult? Will there be any challenges with your schedule? Just be totally honest.
I like this time because I really can't do anything after school because of debate and robotics. So I really like it having in the mornings.
Perfect.
Yeah, this works for me. I think I might be going for the December one because I have state for cheer.
Mm-hmm.
But then other than that, it should be good.
That's fine. Mm-hmm.
But this is like a great time for me because I have a lot of before school clubs and after school clubs.
Mhm.
So like this is like a great time. I can do Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and Thursdays and Fridays I have clubs before school.
Mm-hmm. So I think we keep it here at this time and date then.
Perfect.
And so then I'm at least here for 45
It does.
of the minutes.
If there's a majority
mhm.
of commission members missing for an event, could you reschedule it like we had to do this month for like the next week or something? If there's a lot of people missing, maybe that could be considered that you can adjust for a different Wednesday morning.
Yeah, probably. Great. All right. Mhm.
Saying because if you guys need to collectively decide to move the meeting because there's a bunch of state competitions and
Mhm.
commissions going to be missing, have those conversations early so that all the proper notifications can go out and the posting can get updated
Mhm.
so that it's not a last minute thing. Try to do it maybe like a week or two before.
Correct.
It's also the law of
Yep.
Colorado. You have to give it.
Mhm.
You have to give it 24 hours in advance. It's a Colorado law.
How fun. So I guess we get to speed run the rest of these bullet points here. Let's get, I guess the most important part, let's get the town board updates. Just, what do you got for us, May?
We have a couple big things going on. The Sunoco building, if you guys are familiar with that, that's the big warehouse that's just across the street from the fire department on Mountain Avenue. The town purchased that and is working with House of Neighborly Services. They're going to take the southern or the northern end of that building for helping people like with whatever services they need to stay in their homes or get meals and that type of thing. And then the end that is on Mountain Avenue is going to be revitalized and turned into like a really cool business area with shops and restaurants and places to sit. And there has been some conflict in the community, so if you guys have any questions about it, I feel free to reach out to me anytime and we could talk about kind of what are those dynamics, what are the two different sides to the story, because some people are really frustrated and worried that we're going to have homeless people, and so we talked about, you know, how do we mitigate that ahead of time so that that can't be an issue in Berthoud like it is in other cities, and then but still provide the service. And then so there's just some interesting back and forth on every decision we make where it seems like half the community is upset and the other half is really excited, and so that's something as a leader you have to sit back and look at the whole picture and really analyze like all the impacts. So if you guys have heard anything about that project and you want to weigh in and talk about it with your families and just share with me your thoughts, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, and I could send you probably some articles from the paper too about what's going on with that. And then it could be amazing, I think, with bringing new restaurants and places to shop and eat downtown and make that ugly building beautiful. So
From the concept designs that I've seen, it
Yeah.
looks.
yeah, if it's done right, I think it could be a really amazing asset.
Yes.
The other big thing we're dealing with right now is we've kind of gotten to a place with our future parks that we need to make a really big decision, because we were going to put an outdoor pool at the rec center, and that was moving forward. And then it came to our attention that we could maybe do new ball fields and a big either water park or outdoor pool in the field on Berthoud Parkway just across the street from the rec center. And that would include 4 to 6 new ball fields, a big water park / pool, And then there's a number of other parks on our list, like Newell Farm and things like that, that we either need to approve like $30 to $40 million budget to do the big thing, which is a lot of money and probably the biggest project Berthoud has done, or we scale back and just do an outdoor pool at the rec center. And so the board is really debating this. I'm proposing we take it to a vote in the community for the community to vote on. Others are deciding on whether we just take out a loan called a COP and move forward on all of the parks at once. So it's kind of a really difficult decision.
Yeah.
And if you guys have seen any materials, or like Joe, if you ever see articles on these things when you're reading the paper, or same with you, feel free to screenshot them or send them to the band, and you guys can read it and then bring me your thoughts on what you think the youth are going to want or advocate for, and then I could bring that into that conversation too. So,
Because one thing that I saw in the Weekly Chevere from someone this past week is, I think he's like one of the previous mayors, is that he's just worried that the town's getting too spread out, like with the different projects and whatnot. I didn't read it fully, but I guess that would be like my main concern. Probably. I think the one from 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah. And feel free to share that digital copy every week if you think it's beneficial for these guys.
Yeah. I think it would just make that go a little faster. Anything quick from Parks and Rec? Nope. Port?
Okay, I'm gonna speed run this. Okay. Start it all off. My bad. Sarah Lincoln talked about Newell Farm Park and how she wants that to be a priority. She doesn't understand why it's being pushed down, and she doesn't understand why Port won't listen and why they won't work on it now, because she knows that they don't have a lot of time left. And then Anna Murphy talks about Arboretum and the pool timelines. We find out that apparently ball fields have taken the priorities, and so Port's very confused about that.
Which seems like
It's actually
not
crazy.
what the survey.
No, because ball fields are number 13 on the Port survey, while the top 4 are like open parks and open trails, an outdoor pool, and a new arboretum, which is where Newell Farm Park comes in for the an amphitheater.
Yeah.
Which is where Newell Farm Park comes to that. And then Port came to a decision that they wanted to do a joint board and Port study session to go a prioritization meeting to go over all of that. I don't know if Trustee Ayers has said anything yet about that.
We haven't met yet. I have heard a little bit about it. It kind of created a stir, actually. So I actually think it'd be nice if we could create some type of poll for the youth on this subject with like a brief description of kind of the options that are before us. And it'd be really nice to poll the youth, because the last survey is almost, in my opinion, almost antiquated, because we've accomplished about half of the things on there. And the things we're talking about now are almost bigger picture than what's on there, because if we approve $40 million for these massive park projects, we're going to tackle all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And so it'd be really nice to have youth vote on 2 options, either the big complex and Newell Farm and all of that as one package, or the second option, which is we scale it down, have less debt, but still have maybe an outdoor pool and maybe like some basic ball fields put in at the Richardson. So it'd be nice. I don't know how to facilitate that. Maybe we could talk about doing that in like an Instagram type of survey, or a doodle poll or something, or
We've done that in the past, I know.
yeah. And I'd prefer staff put it together just because there's the technicalities that I think need to be in there so they understand what they're voting on. But it would be really nice to pull them on the kind of options before us. So I don't know if even Stephanie would be willing to work on something like that they could distribute to their peers, and then
Yeah.
it would help them be informed on what it is too, because there's a lot of emotions on either side. So just having the information is so helpful.
All right. I think that'll pretty much conclude, unless we want to talk more without me.
I don't
But-
have any more.
Just to save time, we could probably move that BYC team bonding planning until next month, just so then we can wrap this up.
Can we just quickly put on the calendar some type of group activity where you guys can come and kind of talk more high level about your personal goals this year for youth advisory and get to know each other, and then just kind of have some general like conversations about youth advisory? Would that be something that we could do?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Maybe I can work with staff to throw out some dates to you guys, and maybe we can meet at like B-Rads or something instead of a barbecue, and have kind of an informal meeting. If that makes sense. Would you guys be open to that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. We just need to find out when and where.
I would hope within the next couple weeks so that you guys could kind of flesh out what you want to get out of this year, and then at the next meeting make those decisions and then hit the ground running. Like, for example, the town board, we have sometimes an annual strategic planning session where it's, not in here, it's in a meeting room and we're all bouncing ideas off each other to figure out what's important and really nail down those high level things. And then we all have a mission to move forward. So I think it might help to have that just informal time to talk so that you could bring it back to your next meeting. So before your next meeting is what I would recommend.
So I guess what we can do is we could just meet like somewhere like A&W or something.
Yeah.
Get a little something there. What days work for you guys?
When if you want, like I said, I could work with staff to throw
Yeah.
out some dates,
Yeah, let's do that.
and then you guys can decide on who,
Yeah.
which works.
Team. All right, sounds good. Well, I will adjourn this meeting at 7:55. Bada bing, bada boom. There's that.